Hello traders, it is Wednesday, February 19th. We're about 3 hours into the trading session. I'm going to keep these videos very short and sweet. Gonna find a new pick in just a few minutes. Please make sure to sign up for our YouTube channel and turn on your notifications. I'm gonna be doing these videos in and out. I don't know when I'm gonna have time to do them. So make sure you've got these notifications on because I'm gonna have some actionable trades for you. So what we've been doing, the market's been trading sideways. We're not swing trading right now because the market could break out either way. Longer term, I am bearish, so I don't want to take any positions even though the market's at a new all-time high. So what we are doing is intraday, we're looking for that first initial move to be very wimpy, mixed overlapping candles on light volume. Then we're waiting for those signs that that move has been exhausted, and then we're going to trade that reversal. We've got one setting up right now on the short side. So you can see mixed overlapping candles, very light volume, and there we've got a bearish engulfing candle off of the high of the day. This was previous resistance, and you can see bump, 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 bumping up against that horizontal resistance. When we get a breakout like this, these are oftentimes false breakouts because we have lots of buy stops for people that are short right at the high. And once we go through the high, they cover, and that gives us that little spurt higher. We cannot trade this from the long side until we have follow through. We didn't have any follow through today. So let me go over my picks from Sunday very quickly. Netflix. I'm going to take I'll leave them on. I was going to take the trade signals off, but Netflix, you can see how the stock sold off steadily on Monday. The market was also down for its first wimpy move of the day, but this was actually a long position that I showed you. This is the bullish pick. I still like Netflix. It's near its all-time high. I like what I see in the stock. So when the market was pulling back, you did not want to see Netflix pulling back. I mentioned this specifically in my Sunday video. What we wanted to see was Netflix treading water, possibly inching higher when the market was pulling back. Let me overlay the SPY. This is Option Stalker Pro, our software. Market pulling back. We want to see Netflix treading water, possibly ticking higher, so that when we get this reversal off of the low, boom, the stock moves higher. We did not get that pattern. There was no reason to day trade Netflix from the long side. The other pick I gave you was GoDaddy, GDDY. Let's take a look at that. Take a look at the daily chart first. There you can see this big crack down below the 100-day moving average. Loved that move. So this is one that we want to short. You can see the stock has been a decent short. It's continuing to move lower even though the market has been moving higher. Keep an eye on the market. This is M5, 5-minute chart of the SPY. Let's take a look at the 5-minute chart on GoDaddy. And here you can see, what do we want the stock to do when the market is moving higher? Market higher, higher, higher. Stock selling off right around VWAP. Yes, so if we get this market decline and a nice crackdown below VWAP, GoDaddy would be a decent short. Still setting up. It could work out. I would prefer to see a gradual tick lower all day and then this type of market decline. But I do have another stock that I do like, and that is Home Depot. This is the pattern that we're looking for. Tick lower. Home Depot. It came in on our heavy selling search. I like Home Depot short. That is going to be your pick of the day. Take a look at that daily chart. I always need to make sure that I like the short on a daily basis, on a longer term basis, before I will day trade it. And look at that crackdown below horizontal support, below AVWAP-E, below the 100-day moving average. It's got earnings coming out, I believe, in about 2 weeks or so. This is a really nice short. I love that crackdown. I love the price action today. Look at this. We've even got heavy volume. Key ingredient. So I did a little put debit spread on this. I don't like to mention option trades very much because then everybody piles into that particular option trade. I think you can day trade the stock on the short side. It's a fairly expensive one. Home Depot does have decent option liquidity to it. Make sure that you do not hold the position over earnings. Critical point. We never do that. Okay, we've got such a high win rate trading before earnings and after earnings that we don't even need to muddle around with earnings reactions. So I don't trade binary events. Make sure you're out of the position. And I'm looking for Home Depot to continue to drift lower, possibly even to this this low plus trend line here, right around the call it 87.50 level. It could get down to the 100-day moving average, but you've got earnings on February 25th, which is early next week. I don't see any news that's going to really fuel a move lower like that. There aren't any major economic releases this week, so could it? It could. I'm only looking for maybe a $4 or $5 drop in the next few days, and then I would be out of the position. Again, day trading it, also great way to approach the trade. Let's take a quick look at the market, and you can see this is just some noisy, choppy, crappy price action. It just is. There's nothing going on. It's just chopping back and forth. The average true range is compressing. So the market is just in wait and see mode. Now, one thing that was a little not surprising to any great degree for me last week. I expected the market to sell off a bit more than it did on a hot CPI number. I expected it to sell off on a hot PPI number, and the market rallied on that news. That was kind of strange. Then we had retail sales come out on Friday, and the market didn't care at all. Minus 0.9% on retail sales. Very weak number. So you got hotter inflation. That's going to keep the Fed in pause mode longer. Everybody would like to see the Fed cutting rates. Not going to happen for a while. And now you've got signs of inflation ticking up and the economy starting to pull back a bit. Weak retail sales. The jobs report was pretty weak. ISM services came in soft. We've had a number of these data points starting to accumulate, so I think it's just a matter of time right now. Bonds, you have bonds selling off, and we'll take a look at the 30-year bond. You can see how it's starting to drift lower. It just broke the 50-day moving average, so yields are ticking higher. That's your pick of the day. I like Home Depot on the short side. I'm not going to give you a long. I like the fact that the market has hit resistance. It's starting to roll over. So this new all-time high has been providing resistance, resistance, resistance. Again, resistance. Look at this volume. Buyers are not excited. There's no volume behind this move. And I recently read from Bank of America that asset managers have very little cash. That means they are completely allocated to the market, all in. And we haven't seen that since 2010. So 15 years, asset managers have all the chips on the table. Those decent market drops come when no one is expecting them. And it means there's not a lot more firepower to fuel this rally higher. And it also means that when we do get the first decent drop, there's no cash on the sidelines to scoop those stocks up. it also means that when the market does start to roll over and everybody's looking to reduce risk, they're all selling and there's nobody buying. So there's not an imminent market crash or a market sell-off. I'm not saying that. I'm simply pointing out that the odds of the market moving much higher are lower than the odds of the market pulling back. And that's all we do as traders, is we trade the odds. Please make sure to sign up for my YouTube channel, subscribe to it, and turn on your notifications, and then you'll be notified when we have more of these quick little videos. Thanks so much for watching. We will see you soon. Trade well.
Thank you for watching this YouTube video. I'm Pete Stolzers, and I'm going to keep the trade ideas coming along with lots of education, so make sure to subscribe to the channel and please turn on your notifications so that you never miss another trade. If you like the content, please give it a thumbs up. I've loaded 2 other videos that I think you're really going to enjoy. Stay tuned. We'll see you soon.